Hello guys, it is Zilly Barkley of zillybarkley.com, and today we are talking about tools that actually helped me make money in 2020. I'm so excited about talking about this. So if you want to hear what I have to say, definitely stay tuned. All right, guys, so you know it's Zilly Barkley, your video content creation coach. If you are looking to know how to use video to sell more of your products and services, you are in the right place, and I'm excited to talk to you. Listen, I love sharing content for course creators because I'm a Thinkific expert. If you don't know what Thinkific is, it's one of the most amazing, or it is the most amazing, I should say, online course platform out there where you can completely download all of your knowledge, the things that are floating around in your head, put them into a format and actually sell them as an online course, right? So Thinkific is absolutely amazing. I've been using this platform for years and helping others build and monetize on the platform as well. And let me tell you something, it's one of the places that I made a lot of money in 2020, right? So you want to make sure that if you're in the position where services are getting a bit much and you want to start scaling, nothing is wrong with selling your knowledge. So that's the first thing that I want to share with you guys. Thinkific, or actually creating an online course, is a really amazing experience that you should definitely think about if you do have an audience and you feel like, listen, I am ready to start really serving many people at once. An online course is a great way to do that. All right, guys, let me tell you something. 2020 took a toll on us, obviously from the impact of COVID, and there was so much going on in the US as well. There was, a huge civil rights movement in 2020. A lot of things were happening and a lot of people were at home. 2020 was rough, but one thing that did not suffer was the online industry. And so here I'm going to go over an article by Jenny. I love the Thinkific team, and I know a lot of the people on the team, and Jenny is absolutely amazing at what she does. And so she wrote an article on the Thinkific blog, which talks about the impact of COVID-19 on the online course industry. And let me just tell you, it was unbelievable. A lot of people were at home. People were looking to learn new things and expand their skills. And this was an amazing opportunity for people to actually take the time to create an online course. I myself had one of my clients who I could not get him to separate himself from what he does, all day as his job. Not as his job, but it's his own business. But he was always so busy. And because everything shut down during COVID, we were actually able to sit down and actually get his online course launched. And he was amazed by what happened during that time. So the cool thing is that you're able to, like I said before, take all of the information that you have swimming around in your head, especially if you're a coach, a consultant, a speaker. Listen, it's always good to have something that you can sell to your audience where you don't actually have to be present. No one was able to travel. People weren't able to do things. And so Thinkific has gotten some data from March 15th, over to April, between April and June. And they were able to show what was done in this 6-month period as it pertains to online courses. And so obviously they had 3 time frames where they measured new course creators, new student enrollments, and new courses, and everything definitely increased. So there was an early boom and there was a pivot to online courses. And it's so cool to see people actually taking the time to share their knowledge and to use it as a way or as a stream of income. It's definitely amazing if you do have a business to add a stream of income like this, where you're able to create something once and sell it over and over again. Right? So I'll definitely leave this article down below, but if you have not signed up for Thinkific just yet, I would definitely encourage you to do so. And I will leave my link for you to get 1 month free on Thinkific. Start getting your course out and on there. And I'll also leave a link for an amazing masterclass I have as it pertains to creating video content for your online course and just kind of putting things into perspective as it pertains to you getting your online course out of your head, onto paper, onto your computer, and then into the Thinkific platform as well. Okay, the second thing that I used in my online course business in 2020 that definitely made a difference was Deadline Funnel. Listen, I love Deadline Funnel because it actually creates a timer for your offering, because people need urgency in order to buy. That's just what it is. And I remember at first, I've been using Deadline Funnel for I think about 3 years, and I was first nervous to use it because I felt like, oh my gosh, I'm really, letting this person know, hey, you got to buy this thing. But that's how we buy, especially if something is on sale. That is exactly what it is. The thing that I love the most about Deadline Funnel is that it's real. Whenever that timer is up and over, that's it. I can't tell you how many emails I get saying, Zaylee, the thing that you were selling or that sale that you were having or whatever it was that you had that you were offering, I can't get it anymore because it says it's expired. And I usually have to say, hey, I can't really help you, because once that timer is up, what it does is it tracks your IP address. So even if you try to sign in with another email, no matter what you try to do, you try to go private, it will not let you in. And I honestly like that, because then it holds true to my word. If I say you can't get access to this thing, then you really can't after, because you should have taken action at that time. Like I said, this probably isn't for everyone, but it definitely made a difference with my sales. So let's just get a walkthrough of what Deadline Funnel looks like, and I'll leave a link for Deadline Funnel down below as well. This is the Deadline Funnel website, and so it shows a bit of, I love that they say convert more of your leads into customers. It's so true, right? So increase conversions and generate more sales with authentic evergreen marketing, meaning if you have something set up, whether it is a tripwire, a freebie, whatever it is, people really need urgency to buy. That's why when we look at the bigger stores, like, you are not going to go into Walmart the day after the sale is done and tell them that this was on sale yesterday and you want it for the sale price, right? So because we're in the online space, things are a bit different. And so we have to use tools in order to have the same kind of effect, right? So you're able to try it free. Deadline Funnel definitely has increased my income. And so if you have something that you know you're not going to leave up online forever so that your customer can purchase at their leisure, or something that you really care for, and let's say it's a webinar and you have a certain time frame in order for your people to buy, Deadline Funnel is really helpful in that sense, because listen, when it's done, it's done. So you're able to add upsells or post opt-in pages. You're able to use email sequences within there as well with special offers. I love treating my audience. Sometimes I do secret sales for certain things. So if you're not on my email list, you better get on it. And even if I have an automated webinar where I'm teaching something and that course is running evergreen at a specific price, I can connect Deadline Funnel to Thinkific so that they work in sync with each other. And I think that is so genius, and it definitely is a game changer for me. So if you want to use Deadline Funnel for your online course, I'll leave that link below so that you can find it easily as well. All right, the third thing is Convertkit. Listen, I'm always talking to you guys about having an email list. So even if you don't know what your online course is just yet, you can create an email list where you actually have people subscribing because they're interested in whatever it is that you are going to release later on, or you may release. I believe in creating a wait list because it keeps a specific group of people who are interested in buying from you in one specific place. And with Convertkit, you can also, first of all, you can create a bomb landing page in Convertkit. And the second thing that I love that you can do is you can communicate with those people every so often. So it's not like you're just coming out and saying, girl, you better buy this thing from me, right? You're able to nurture them. I love sharing content with my audience. One thing I do with my audience as well inside of Convertkit is I always update them on when I have new videos on YouTube, or when I have a podcast episode out, or when I'm having a sale. So I communicate with them daily. Like literally, my email list and I are friends. So when I come out with a sale or something that I have going on, they're not like, girl, we don't want this. I don't even know who you are. So it just gives you an immediate group of people that you can actually buy from. All right. So let's go over Convertkit. They have different plans. And so it's so cool because they do have a free plan now for pricing, which is actually pretty cool. I will leave the link down below for Convertkit. I love that I can integrate Convertkit with Thinkific as well. So what I'm doing is sharing with you all the tools that I use, and they're actually all integrated, right? Creating a solid foundation for what I want to do with my business. So this is just my preferred tools, guys. I'm sharing with you what I'm using so that you may want to use the same tools as well. Right? And so they say here, connect with your fans faster. And like I said, it gives you direct communication with your email list so that they always know what's up with you and how they can support you. And I think that is so cool, right? You can share so many different things with your email list, but the goal is really to nurture those people so that when it's time to purchase with you, they're totally fine with it, right? And here's Glow. Glow is absolutely amazing. If you don't know her, you need to, and you're missing out on life if you're living under a rock, right? And you could look at Glow's story here and see how Convertkit completely changed things for her and what she was able to do, right? So I think that I know that an email list is something that you need to have. I love that they say here, turn your side hustle into your career. So if you're in that space where you're transitioning from your side hustle into your career, it's definitely cool to start nurturing your people so that you're able to sell to them consistently, right? I love that you are able to just create your emails and send them directly to your audience's inbox. That is super powerful for me. Another thing that I love is that with Thinkific, anyone that signs up for my Thinkific school, I can connect them to Convertkit and then I can communicate with them there. So even when I have online courses, I usually use Convertkit as my email marketing platform. So I usually communicate with my students through Convertkit. Let's say I'm updating them on what's going on in week 2 of the course. I use Convertkit, and I love that it actually segments my Thinkific people and my Convertkit people, right? So meaning that if someone buys a specific course, they get tagged in Convertkit as they bought this product, so you can communicate with this list of people here. That is so genius to me. I love that you can really craft an experience for a specific group of people inside of Convertkit. I can go on and on. If you want to see a full video on it, definitely let me know down in the comments. All right, we are on number 4. I think. Are we on number 4? I think so. So if you are learning anything juicy right now, I want you to let me know down in the comments. And I want you to let me know if you want me to expand on any of these tools, because listen, I'm here for it. This is my jam and this is what I absolutely love. Now, I am going to share about Honeybook. I love using Honeybook. Listen, it's a game changer. I started using Honeybook about 2 years ago, and oh my gosh, I had tried all the platforms for actually working with clients. So if you're a service-based business, then Honeybook is my jam, right? So I think it was made initially for photographers, but I used it as a coach. I fell in love and I still use it to this day. I love the things that you can do with it, and I love a visual platform. It is absolutely beautiful. So it is for creatives. And the crazy thing is, whenever I send out anything from Honeybook, my clients or students are like, oh my gosh, girl, this is so beautiful. It's so streamlined. And what is this? Because I need to know. So today I'm sharing everything. So Honeybook is something that I use to communicate with my clients, to sign proposals, to sign contracts. Listen, there's so much that you can do with it, but let's take a look at Honeybook. All right. So it's absolutely amazing, right? The cool thing is I have a 50% off Honeybook for a year. I will link that down below because it's definitely a game changer, right? So, you don't want to not get Honeybook, because what I love about it is you can manage your projects in there. You can send out invoices, beautiful invoices. You can manage your tasks. I don't really use it for tasks, but I use it to kind of outline or map out what working on a project would include. So what do those tasks include? You guys know I love Trello, so that's what I actually use for tasks, but this is pretty cool to just know, like, am I checking off all of my boxes as it pertains to this project, right? And you can also have access to reports, so you can actually see an in-depth view of what did really well this year. How much money did I make from XYZ. It even has like a profit and loss balance statement, so that you can see what have I made, what did I not make, am I hitting my goals? And I like that. I like seeing in multiple places like what's going on with my goals as it pertains to my income every month, right? And then you can see when payments are overdue. You can set up recurring payments for clients. You can manage your calendar in there. I really love Honeybook. And you're able to kind of manage as well, like where is your client? So they have end-to-end project tracking. So you can see, well, someone fell off this place, or I didn't sign on this person. I love seeing an overview of all of those things because it just helps me to make my business better. Like, well, why didn't this person sign on? Or what's going on as it pertains to this person, right? So that's definitely a game changer. It just makes onboarding so easy. And I can't lie to you, I used 3 tools before I found Honeybook, and I stuck with Honeybook, and I love it. They even have templates, so you're able to send branded templates. You can type out your own templates, or you can kind of go based on what they have in there. Listen, I love a good template because it's a good guide of what you should do, and they do have a lot of good templates in there. Now they also have a Honeybook app, and I have it on my phone and on my iPad, and it keeps you updated. It lets you know when someone opens an email. It lets you know when you get an inquiry. I like those things because I kind of like to see what's going on in my business, right? So like I said before, invoicing, contracts, payments, and all of that jazz. And I've been using this for a while. The things I'm sharing here today are not things that I just picked up along the way and I'm testing out. They're things that I actually use and love in my business, right? So that is all about Honeybook. All right, the next tool that I'm going to talk about is a tool that I have a full video on, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it, but I love solo.to because it really gives my Instagram bio a whole different vibe, right? So because I'm a video creator, I'm able to put up videos in there. I love that I'm also able to, in solo.to, let's say I have a masterclass sale going on from one time to one time, I can meaning from one date to another date. I can actually put it so that it goes live and that it comes down. I can schedule it to come down because sometimes we don't have time to remember, oh my gosh, I need to remove that sale. And I love that I can do that in solo.to. You can do so many things in there. I'll link that solo.to video down below so that you can dive into there as well. But it's definitely a game changer for your Instagram bio. Now, you guys know I have 2 accounts on Instagram. I have my personal account, which is Zaylee Barkley, and I also have my Start Shoot Grow account. And I actually use the same solo.to for both of them because my brands are both in alignment. It's me, and so I share how you can sign up for specific things, or what I have going on, or what I have on sale, or if I want you to look at a specific video, if I'm mentioning a video in a post, I'll make sure and have it up there. But like I said before, I love how visual solo.to is, and I feel like it's great for creators. So if you're a creator, or even if you're a coach or consultant, it's amazing to have your solo.to all set up and ready to go. My number 6 tool, I think we're on number 6, I can't remember, but it's definitely Canva. You guys know that I do everything in Canva, and my assistant Gina and I work inside of Canva as well, right? So Canva is actually such an amazing tool. You're able to get so much done, and I love that you're able to collaborate in there as well. So we use a whole system for content and creating content, and so this is really what we get down and dirty in, and I have lots of videos based on Canva on the channel. So if you're not subscribed, now is a good time to subscribe. And if you are subscribed and you have not checked out those videos just yet, and you're thinking about using Canva for your online business, for your course business, I give all the deeds on the channel. I even have a list or a full playlist on all of my Canva videos, and I'll link that below as well. So you can see that this description box is really rich in content. So you want to make sure you head down there below and, get all of the things that you need. Yes, make sure you do that. This next tool these 2 next tools are tools that I'll be sharing about a lot in the coming months. for organization. I am an organization junkie. I love being organized. And I know that the crazy thing is when I would work with clients, that's one of the things that they would always walk away with. People would be like, Zaylee, you are so organized and you inspired me to be organized. So there are two tools that I use for organization. One is a bit of like, collaboration and what we have going on. My assistant and I use Trello for the big picture of, okay, so this is what's going on. My editor is in there as well. Like everybody's inside of Trello. We have a good picture of what's going on. And then we move over to Notion to expand on things. So those are the two tools we use. So I'll show you a little bit about the behind the scenes of those two tools. Okay, so this is Trello. If you've bought any of my online courses, you probably have access to this Trello board, which is our base of how we create content for Start, Shoot, Grow, right? So all of the things that you see, we run it through all of this. And these are systems that I've created from scratch to be consistent with my content creation, right? So if you want access to this board, I will leave it down below so that you can get into it. But it is one of our most popular products. People love this, especially for organization and collaboration. So if you have a team, if you have a VA, or even if you are a solopreneur, listen, this board will get your content game all the way together. All right. So we go based off of this board, and then we kind of expand things in Notion. The reason I love Notion is because Notion is like really noteworthy. Like, for me, I organize my brain in here, and then I invite everyone to get access to my brain, right? So even when we look at like what's going on in the academy, I have a monthly planning board, which is an overview of the year for me and what I have going on for the full year. And as time goes, I think I'm going to sell some of these templates because I love being organized, and I feel like it's just a breath of fresh air when you can just dive into your content and you can see what's going on. And you can see too, for me, I love some good inspiration as well, right? So I love to know what I have going on for the day. I love having a monthly view. So I'll always have a monthly view on there. I'll have my view of my calendar. This is the board that I will jump onto every day. I'll make sure and connect myself back to my base or my root of what I need to pay attention to or what grounds me. The weather always affects me, so I have it on this main board as well. And I'm gonna start sharing tutorials based on Notion, so have no fear. Because I absolutely love it. And then I have important links, like things I need to be able to link to consistently, so that I can find them easily. I have them all here. And then I have things to remember. Listen, even for me, I brain dump in here as well. Like I do so much in here. It's absolutely insane. Like even here, I have, exactly what I have going on for Start, Shoot, Grow, right? And because we are launching soon, so this is even the podcast, and I expand. So I organize it. I organize all of my tags. I know what I'm talking about, and I have an expansion of all of my notes in here. Listen, I love being organized. It is something that I will never give up, and it's a huge part of my business and how I even teach the people that I work with, my students, and all of that, because I feel like time management, productivity, like everything I do is based on those things. So if you feel like these are things you want to learn more about, especially with your online business, and I think for me, the reason why I like sharing these things is because a lot of times we come into this world of business and we don't know how to delegate time. What should we be paying attention to? What should we do and what should we not do? What should we prioritize? All of those things are things that I had to learn over the years. And so it keeps me really, organized, all of these systems that I've created, and they work. And the beautiful thing is that I'm able to create products that help other people based on them. And it's so cool to see how excited people get based on what I'm able to create, right? So that is Notion and Trello. I will leave links to those below so that you can also use them as you desire. The last tool that really moved the needle for me and kept me on track with everything is Bench. I don't know if you've ever heard of Bench before, but it's what I use for bookkeeping. I absolutely love Bench because their interface is so intuitive. It is absolutely amazing. It syncs with everything. I never have to worry or wonder what's going on with my business finances, because they take care of everything. So if you have not heard of Bench, it's definitely a game changer. Let's kind of walk through and see what alls they have going on. And if you're looking to get Bench yourself, I will leave a link down below so that you can do that. All right, here's Bench. And they say, you run your business, we'll do your bookkeeping. And that's exactly what I was able to do. Like, I just leave it all to them. They figure out everything as it pertains to my cash summary, cash out, cash in. Oh my gosh, it feels so good to never have to worry about, what's going on with your finances, if you're meeting your monthly goals, where is this money coming from, where is that, what should I focus on even more, what do I love doing that I make the most money from. Bench really helped me figure all of those things out. And it's really affordable, which I absolutely love. So like I said, if you're looking to get all of your business books together, Bench is really a good, it's really a great, I should say, way that you can do that and just let somebody else handle all of that, because it's stressful for you to do all of those things yourself, especially when it comes around to tax season and your business taxes. Right? Like I said before, the data on Bench is one of the reasons why I absolutely love it, because I like to see what's going on. So I'll log into there, I'll see what's going on. I love that with Bench, I can communicate with the team and I always get a prompt answer. I know my bookkeeper, we communicate all the time. So I love that as well. I love that I can just stay in tune with what's going on with my business, but I don't have to be knee deep in trying to figure it all out, because girl, that is not my forte. Okay. So I used to use QuickBooks as well, just like Chris is saying here, and girl, no. Bench definitely helped me get everything together. And I feel like as business owners, we don't know what we're dealing with until we can see it clearly. And that is what Bench has helped me to do. So definitely that helps with an increase in income, because then I'm like, okay, I know exactly what I love doing and how I can move that needle even more, how I'm meeting my goals, if I'm falling short from my goals. Like, it just helps for us to have clarity so that we can actually get to the things that we want to do more of, or want to make more doing, or all of those things. So I really encourage you, if you have not yet, definitely get Bench. And let me tell you, it's so helpful, and they make things so easy. They make you feel comfortable, because we all know finances can be an uncomfortable conversation sometimes, and they just make it seamless. So definitely Bench was a game changer for me. And yeah. All right, guys. So this is my roundup of things that definitely moved the needle for me in 2020. I'm excited that I was able to share this with you. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you're using any of these tools. Let me know your thoughts. Listen, I thank you for being here. This was a pretty long video, but you're here till the end. And if you are here till the end, let me know down below by typing Bench in the comments. Anyway, I love you guys. Let me know what questions you have or what you want to see next, or even if you want me to, go more into detail about anything that you saw in this video. I love you guys, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.